Morning, everybody. Welcome. I hope everyone is in fine fettle this morning. In Yorkshire speak, that is, I hope everything is okay with everybody. We're here today representing Purean Solutions, the developers of Insectram pest management software. I want to talk about how technology is advancing our pest management world, whether we like it or not, and how we can use it to our advantage. So I'm just going to share my screen and let's crack on. I don't think that any of us can be in any doubt that we are in a new age of pest management, and we're being driven by both our clients and industry auditors. So let's have a brief look at where we are, where we're going, and how we can use technology to help us. We also have a couple of exciting updates to Insectram that I know a lot of you have been asking for. So let's crack on. Something you'd let me down. I seem to have technical issues already, which is fantastic. Okay. Hopefully you can see that. Yes. Okay. So for those of you who are new to Insectram, we are a UK-based provider of the fastest growing pest management software package in the UK and Ireland. Insectram is a web and mobile app-based management and reporting system, and it offers unrivaled detail in client reporting and pest trending, along with a market-leading client portal. We know there are many pest reporting systems out there, but the one thing that makes us unique is that Insectram has not been copied from other industry reporting tools. We are not plumbers or electricians. We are pest management professionals. The Insectram team comprises of chemists, biologists, chemical engineers, BRC auditors, and active pest management business owners. So Insectram has been developed by pest controllers for pest controllers. And when you speak to us, you're speaking to people who really know the industry and know exactly what you're talking about. Let's have a look at the evolution of pest management and how technology is moving us in a new direction. I'm not quite old enough to remember these types of pest management tools, but I'm sure they were pretty advanced in the day. But isn't it ironic how we appear to be traveling in a complete circle? Traps that were not too long ago thought to be old-fashioned are making a tremendous comeback in our fight to reduce rodenticide usage. Even when I joined the industry 20 years ago, I think most systems are all manual, including handwritten visit reports. We had diaries, client schedules, all manual. I certainly remember sitting at a desk at Rentokil in Leeds over Christmas, sifting through hundreds of pieces of card with clients' names on them and putting them into order for the next visit. So as technology has advanced, I think it's allowed us to bring much of this work into the digital arena, which is a good job, because I think it's fair to say pest control is fast becoming one of the most heavy regulated industries. We are all bombarded daily with visit reports, pest risk assessments, environmental risk assessments, John, pesticide regulations, etc., etc. If you deal with audited sites, there are a multitude of hoops you have to jump through for your clients, including trending reports, technical data, compliance paperwork, etc. Wouldn't it be wonderful if there was one place, one software package that could bring all of this together for you? With Insectram, you have tomorrow's world today. Insectram transforms all field and office data into manageable information for you, your clients, and food safety auditors. We have a user-friendly mobile app that allows all the data that you need in the field to be collected digitally and transferred to an online portal available to both yourself and your client. One point I will pick up from John's presentation and the subsequent questions is all of the risk assessments, including environmental risk assessments, are all done automatically within the technician's app. So there's no more writing these things out and trying to find somewhere to put them in folders or leaving them on site. It's all done within the Insectram system. And remember, this is being developed and run by pest controllers. We speak our language. We know the demands that we're under. We've felt your pain, and we work in this industry day in and day out. So Insectram has been developed around us as an industry. If there's anybody out there that hasn't seen how Insectram's worked from our previous demonstrations, please just contact us. We are more than happy to give you a free online demo or come and talk to you in person. Just give us a call or drop us a line. We now have a few upgrades to talk about. Heat maps seems to be a hot topic this morning, strangely enough. Heat maps have been something that we've been working on for the past year within Insectram. We already have probably the most unrivaled detail around pest trending in any software system. And I would even say that we compete against the top two with their sort of multi-site systems. Insectram gives the smaller business the tools to go head to head with Renticles and the Ecolabs of this world. So what we've been looking at alongside the pest trending graphs is heat mapping. We wanted heat mapping to run alongside the graphs rather than replace them. So graphs and trending are still available, but heat map uses the same data as the graphs. So it captures data from your technician's visits. All visits are done for auditing sites. I use QR codes to capture site data. It then collates it into graphs and charts, but now we have heat mapping that uses the same data. As you can see, the heat mapping is live, okay? At any point, you can click onto a site, you can look at live data from pest activity that you've collected. We use the RAG rating, red, amber, and green. You can see on the plan there. Green is low activity or no activity, amber, medium, and red is high activity. This is a fantastic tool for pest analysis, for root cause analysis, and to get like an overall snapshot of the site where pest activity is actually happening as you look at it. With the plans on Insectram, you can either upload existing site plans, so you can get plans through your client and upload them, scan them in, or there's even a drawing tool on Insectram as well, so you can create plans from scratch. This works alongside the monitoring points and data trending systems on Insectram, if you've seen those before. So you can create a map and then literally just drag and drop in your monitoring points around the site. This will then relate to QR codes that are on the site. As you scan them, you collect the data, and then you can create the trending from that as well. So fantastic tool. This is now live from this quarter, and a fantastic update to Insectram. Just one thing before we move on to the other upgrade. Insectram is also compatible with any of the new technology systems that are hitting the market at the minute. So all digital trap systems, the digital EFKs, which are becoming even more advanced. I believe now there's a system in the offering that can potentially identify species of fly as well as just counting them, which just blows my mind. But Insectram will be able to work with that, collect that data, and add it into the trending and the heat maps as well. We're also looking to incorporate AI, artificial intelligence, into Insectram, although where exactly that will sit is open to discussion. I'm sure we will be driven by our client base, and we are more than happy to take on board any suggestions you might have to how AI can improve us. We were at a BPCA conference a few months ago, and somebody asked, could AI be used to create visit reports? Potentially, yes. But I think visit reports are quite specific to the site. But again, this is now AI software that learns as well. So it's not just random anymore, but you can actually teach it, which is terrifying. To bring AI into context, the AI market is estimated to reach $826 billion by 2030. They're expected to rise from 1.6 billion in 2018 to 31 billion by this year. So it's here. And by 2020, by the end of 25, the AI sector is expected to require 97 million specialists to meet job demand. This is a really big thing, so we need to be ready for it. We need to ensure that Insectram can work with it, and it will be. Fortunately, we're in a sector that needs a very much hands-on approach, so I think we're safe in our jobs for now. That is until the machines completely take over and enslave us all, which I think is around about 2029. Okay, we initially developed Insectram as a market-leading reporting tool. Okay, that was what Insectram designed for, to create visit reports, to create trending data. But as we travel the country, the question we've been asked most often is, can I run it, or can I use it to run my business finances as well? So this is SMEs, small, medium enterprises, guys that want something that will pull all of their business software together. And the answer to that now is yes, it can. We now have a financial control and invoicing package that runs in conjunction with your day-to-day pest management software. So when you now create a client on Insectram, You simply add in the financial data and it will allow you to create invoices and calculate the profitability of the contract or job as well. The finance package works directly in conjunction with the live Insectram scheduling system, so there's no need to run separate invoicing software. You can produce invoices annually, monthly, daily, or whenever you need to, and the user visit data from Insectram scheduling to create accurate information. So you can see here, this is a sample client. We'll add in the routine visits, how many visits we're going to have, the price for the year. We can add in how many free visits we're going to give them per year. I hear you saying free visits? Never. So we can do monthly visits, scheduled visits, however you want them, EFKs. We can add in call outs, basically everything around your business that pest control needs. You can add in a cost for that. What Insectram will then do is it will work with the schedule system that you've created for that client, and it will plan the work orders for you. It will understand if you have not completed all of the visits, if you've completed more visits. You can see here the routine. We planned in 7 for the year. We only completed 6. The unit price for the year is 1,000, but we're not going to invoice them for £1,000. We're just going to invoice them for the 6 visits. Same with the routine on the EFK. We planned one, we didn't do it, so we don't have to charge them. You can also look at payments received. So it's a full financial package, really. When you want to create an invoice, you just click new invoice and it will create an invoice for you. You can, go back. You can amend the invoice as well before I send it out. You can delete it, you can amend it, you can change the pricing. So this is now makes Insectram a complete pest business management tool. So everything you'll need from your visit reports or your safety data, your rodenticide lists, your crew risk assessments, your data scheduling, your technician scheduling, call outs, follow-ups. What else have we got? We've got pest trending, technical visit reports, add this in now, your invoicing package, and Insectram has basically become a complete software package for you. So that's basically it for me. If any questions, we've probably got about a good few minutes to run through.
Yeah, so, sorry, my separate webcam is giving up the ghost, so I'm going to stop using that for a moment. I'm just going to use the one built into the laptop. So yeah, so wonderful. Really appreciate coming on and talking about that. If you do have any questions for Craig, please throw them up in the Q&A. Craig is going to be, I believe, Craig, you're at PPC Live in Harrogate next month.
Yep.
They have got a stand with us and they're going to be doing a demo. So if you have got any sort of things that you think about after this and watch this back and go, actually, super one, come and talk to Craig and come along to PPC Live as well. Here we go. So we've got 3 questions that will suddenly be coming in very quickly. The first one we have got is from Brian. And so can the invoicing be linked up with programs such as QuickBooks?
Yes. Yep. QuickBooks, Sage, any existing package that you've already got, we can amalgamate the packages together. That's not a problem.
Oh, awesome. Nice.
Or you can run it completely separately. If we have a pest business, we run a completely separate package just because that's how we are. And Insectram runs the day-to-day business and we have a separate invoicing package. So you can have it either way.
No, sounds wonderful. Excellent. And does it work without a mobile phone signal as well?
Excellent question. Yes, absolutely. It's had to be designed to work offline. We helped develop it. We're in deepest, darkest Yorkshire. So you get into the middle of the Yorkshire moors. In fact, you go out of a main town in Yorkshire and you've got no mobile signal. So it has to work offline. So basically, with the app technology, the technician will have his calls on the morning from his home Wi-Fi hub or whatever. They load onto the phone and he can go work completely offline all day, scanning QR codes, doing visit reports, creating follow-ups, so all that kind of thing works offline on the phone. As soon as it hits a mobile signal, then that uploads to the cloud straight away.
No, sounds awesome. Yeah, I'm from South Somerset, so I also feel your pain when it comes to lack of phone signal. So yeah, wonderful. Obviously, cost. That's always a big question. So what is the average cost? Is it done by individual user? Is it done by company? Is it a sliding scale depending? Obviously, it's going to be personal, isn't it? Really is how I feel.
It's completely upfront. If anybody just wants to look at the cost, go onto the Insectram webpage. The costs are there for all to see. There's 3 package options. You can have a package if you are just using, I don't know, you're just doing domestics, pubs, bars, restaurants, that kind of thing, you're not too interested, you're not too bothered about all the trend data and flashy graphs and things. There's a package for you there. If you're up to medium, you have a bit of both. And then the top package where there's the sort of in-depth technical reports available and all the bells and whistles. So there's 3 separate sections. Personally, I'm going to go out there and say it's too cheap, Taylan, need to put the prices up. Look at it while you can. We're growing quickly, and as more people come on board, we're adding more things to it, constantly developing. If you look at the prices, it's out there. Just have a look on the Insectram webpage and give us a call.
Cool, wonderful. Does it also allow sort of site images, so like using JPEG and stuff, and you take photos, or can you do sort of site maps through the app program as well?
All of the above. All of the visit reports are done via the mobile Insectram app. It works on Android or iOS. So you download the Insectram app for your technicians. They do site visits. On the visit reports, it's run on all drop-down menus, so crew risk assessments, rodenticides are all on. The thing is, it had to be easy. As a technician myself, it had to be easy for me to use, okay, out in the field. So a lot of it is on drop-down apps. You take pictures of recommendations. They appear either on the visit report or on the portal, depending on your client status. If they're a small client, you just have the visit report with pictures on of recommendations and photos. If they're an audited client, then the photos are on the recommendation system on the portal for them to go through the BRC process. So yeah, pretty much, I'll say it's been developed by pest controllers. It's everything that I as a pest controller has ever needed, and we're in constant development as well.
No wonder, it sounds brilliant. And you said it's obviously available on Apple and Android, and I'm going to assume as long as you've got access to the store, whether you're on phone, tablet, then it's going to work for you no matter what device you're using as such, as long as it's being kept up to date ultimately.
Yeah.
So yeah, might not work on some of the older Androids and iPhones, but it's probably okay for the most newer ones, I'm assuming.
I think most of them. I've got quite an old phone. It works perfectly well on ours. What we didn't want to do is create something that makes people have to invest heavily in new technology. So the older Apple, the older Android phones, it runs perfectly well on those.
Oh, wonderful. We've got another question here as well. So around customers and interacting with the jobs. So is there a way that it can send them a message saying that you're on the way, there's a follow-up, that sort of thing? Does that sort of all built into you as well? Or is that something that's in the plan?
There are a couple of variations on that. So when the technician clicks on it, say the scenario for you, the technician sat in his van, he's got a list of calls on his Insectram app. So he clicks the next one he's going to go to. It pops up a little menu with the address. It gives them an option to call them. So they can just click the call button and it will phone the client. You can say, "Hi, I'm on my way." It will navigate. You can click navigate. It will then open Google Maps and it will navigate the technician straight to the site as well. There's nothing that will automatically email the client to say we're on the way, but I think that's a good suggestion. We can add that into the list. When the report is finished, when the technician's done his routine visit and got the signature and clicked finish, providing he's got some connectivity, it immediately sends either an email to the client to say the visit's completed, please click here to visit the portal. Or if it's a smaller client and they don't want to use the portal, it will automatically email them a PDF copy of the visit report.
Sounds good. So hopefully that answers the question.
Yeah, it's making it as remote as we can. So we're not relying on somebody sat in an office all day clicking buttons and sending out emails. A lot of it is done automatically via the app. The technician, sorry, you mentioned follow-ups. Yeah, the technician just creates his own follow-up on the app as well. And that will automatically populate the Insectram calendar and it'll pop up on his diary to do it next week or whenever he plans that in.
Oh, wonderful. And we've had a question around, does it have the HMRC link? I'm not quite sure what's meant by that, so wasn't sure whether that's something that may be something that I'm not aware of because I don't run a business and haven't run a business.
I was talking about tax. I don't know.
Oh, so direct VAT. They've just come on and said talk about direct VAT. Is it something that helps with that?
We will need to speak to Taylan around that. He's been working on the finance package, so maybe if I can get an answer for that, I shall let you know.
Cool, wonderful. Yeah. So oh, sorry, I don't have your name because it comes up as anonymous attendee. If you'd like to drop us an email, we can reach out to Craig and Taylan as well and get an answer for you, or come along and see them at PPC Live, which would be obviously the easiest way. Wonderful. Just want to say thank you again for coming in. Thank you again for sponsoring us. I hope that's been really helpful to a lot of people as well.